Good morning, Web Spiders. Today is a brand new month. It is September 1st. It's Thursday. Welcome to the web. I have tons of things to share with you this morning. We have several bucket filler cards, so congratulations to Wyatt Lambert, who's in Mrs. Bridges' class. You were cleaning up towels on the floor without being asked. Oh, that might have something to do with our new character trait this month. We'll talk about that in a minute. Congratulations, Mr. Wyatt. This goes out to Michaela Matthews from Mrs. Cave. Michaela moved seats at lunch to sit with a friend that was alone. Congratulations, Michaela. Thanks for being such a good friend and for earning a bucket filler card. This bucket filler goes out to Statham Leach from Mrs. Taylor. Statham showed compassion, kindness, and courage when he approached a brand new student in our classroom and offered to give him a tour of the building and offered some of his own supplies when he noticed that the student didn't have any pencils. Proud moment. Way to go, Mr. Statham. That's pretty good stuff, isn't it? Do you know we have a birthday in the web? September 1st, and we have a birthday in the web. Happy birthday shout out to Billy Mason, who's in Mrs. David's class. I hope you have an awesome birthday today. Come see me for a birthday backpack charm. I saw a couple of people with some missing teeth this morning, so make sure you come see me and we'll get you a backpack charm for losing those teeth. The final gold medal winner announcement. Here we go. In Mrs. McGuire's class, we have Cooper, Natalie, Connor, and Emma. In Mrs. Kinsey's class, Aiden, Jonathan, and Zoe. In Mrs. Walters' class, Michael and Tristan. Mrs. Taylor's class, Jesus, Haley, and Miley. Mrs. David's class, Xander, Sydney, Reese, and Nate. In Miss Machino's class, Bryson, Cruz, Carissa, Isabel, Aiden, Stephen, Elizabeth, Julius, Kiara, Lizzie, and Colton. Ooh, that's quite a list in Miss Machino's class. In Mrs. Williams' class, Camden, Malia, Madison, Lucas, Peyton, McKinley, Callie, Milo. In Mrs. Pate's class, this list just keeps going. Look at all of our gold medal winners. In Mrs. Pate's class, Alyssa, Wes, Jace, Asher, Derek, Relena, Journey. Mrs. Honeycutt's class, Bryce, Preston, Barbara, Savannah. Mrs. Schott's class, James, Noah, Sophie, Kyler, and Kate. Mrs. Comerford's class, Cambry, Elizabeth, Camden, Luke, Gracelyn, Bryson, Mackenzie. Mrs. Bridges' class, Braden, Addison, Dodge, Aeneas, Kylie, Candace, and Michael. Miss Lazelle's class, Isabella, Jaden, Maya, Callie, and Anthony. And in Mrs. Rector's class, Jackson, Marco, Wiley, Kiara, Clarissa, Braden, Michaela, and Cole. Woo! That is a lot of gold medal winners. Thank you to kindergarten, first and second, for getting 10 books read on your reading log, and for third and fourth graders getting 10 reading counts points in the month of August. Congratulations, you are gold medal winners. Well, that brings us to our new character trait in September. Oh, wait a minute. I see someone coming into the studio right now. Oh, look at that. It's Mr. Hessman.
Hey, Web Spiders.
Mr. Hessman, what do you have here?
This is my uniform for the Air Force.
So, I thought you worked at Webb. You're in the Air Force?
I also, 1 week in a month, a few weeks out of the year, go to a military base, and I do my military job.
So, you're a soldier?
Yes.
And a teacher?
Do it both.
Oh my gosh. Well, it's kind of fitting that you came in today with your military uniform because our character trait for the month of September is citizenship. And I know that when I see someone in uniform, I'm supposed to act a certain way as a citizen. What am I supposed to do when I see someone in uniform?
Just show respect. I know sometimes people say thank you for your service, and I'll tell them thank you for your support. And I know one thing that was awesome that little elementary kids did as citizenship is they would write letters to us when we were overseas.
Have you guys ever done that? Have you ever had a teacher help you write letters and you send them to the servicemen? You know, I was at Walmart the other day, and this kind of just, it brings citizenship to life. I was at Walmart, and there was a soldier that walked out of the men's restroom, and he had his uniform on. I think he was probably stationed at Camp Atterbury, because that's one of our closest military stations. And a little boy ran across the front of Walmart and hugged this soldier. And I thought, oh, maybe he knows him. And then the little guy said, thank you for serving our country. And then I go, oh, he doesn't know him. And the guy was thrilled. He was really happy that the little boy showed respect to him. It's just That's just being a good citizen. Did you know that citizenship is carrying out the duties and responsibilities of our community, our city, and our country? So the community that we're in, guys, is sometimes our school, web school. It could be your neighborhood where you live. The city is Franklin, and our country is the United States of America, and it's carrying out duties and responsibilities. Duties and responsibilities, keeping our community clean, being nice and kind to one another, honoring our soldiers in the military and thanking them for their service. Well, I'm so glad you stopped by today, Mr. Hessman, and glad you showed us your uniform. Thank you so much.
Have a good day, Webb.
Okay, thank you. And did you know, guys, that being a citizen, that happens in the classroom. That happens in the hallway. That happens on the playground. And I think it's a good thing we're studying citizenship right now, because yesterday on the playground, do you know that there were some kids that were saying unkind things to people? Could you believe that, Mr. Hessman, that kids would say unkind things to other kids? No.
It makes me sad.
It makes me sad, too. It hurts people's feelings. So if you're angry about something, or you don't want someone to play with you, or you want to choose a different activity, or maybe Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday you played with one group of friends, but today you want to play with a different group of friends, don't be mean to people. Just politely say, hey, I'm going to do this today. I'll see you guys tomorrow. But don't say mean and hurtful things, because that would not be being a good citizen to everybody, would it? Okay. Well, boy, that's a lot to throw at you in one day. But if you'll stand right now for a moment of silence.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. I always love when I have a guest in the studio and then I don't have to do the pledge by myself. Speaking of which, I'm trying to do my rotating announcements through classrooms, but probably by the end of September, kids will be coming down to the studio to do announcements, which is always a whole lot of fun. Let's go ahead and say our web creed and start our Thursday by being good citizens, being kind to each other, and of course still having courage like we studied in August. Here we go. I am a member of the Webb family. I take pride in myself and my school. I promise to do these things every day. I will only say positive things about myself and others. I will respect and trust others. I will insist on giving my personal best. I will discuss and listen actively. I will expect and give truth and honesty. I am glad to do my part to make Webb School a place where everybody is somebody special. Hey, Mr. Hessman, do you have any advice for the kids in the Webb?
Hey, Webb Spiders, make sure you're doing it right.
Have a great day.